your man sitting at the house while you out there doing the job. That's a bad image for a boy that's growing up. Praise him. So when that woman looked at her husband in the plight that he was in now, she looked at her husband and said, yo, why don't you just curse Yah and die? That right there broke that man's heart, no doubt. That's his rib telling me. What she really saying is, kill us. Because if you curse Yah, you just brought damnation to your own life. Well, that man, look what he said in Job chapter 2, verse number 9. Look what he said. He said to his wife said to him, do you still hold fast to your integrity? Curse Elohim and die. But he said to her, you speak as one of the foolish women speak. Indeed, we accept only good from Elohim and not the bad. And all this Job did not sin with his lips. That brother said, I praise him on the mountain, I'm going to praise him in the valley. I'm not going to turn my back on him because times got bad. I'm not going to turn my back on him because I don't have funds no more. I'm not going to turn my back on him because I'm sick and my body is racked with pain. I'm not going to turn my back on him because all my friends don't trust me no more. I'm not going to turn my back on him because the people I help are not turning away from me. I'm not going to turn my back on him. Why not, Job? Because I'm still breathing. I'm still alive. Why would I turn my back on him? I remember when I was laying on my back, broken up in a truck that everybody thought I was dead. When Sister Williams went to get my belongings out of that truck, the man said, where should we send the flowers? She said, flowers for what? He said, a man who was in that truck right there. We send flowers to the bereaved family. She said, I'm not bereaved. My husband is alive. He alive and got out of that. Yes, indeed. Sister Blackwell had the picture. She never showed it to me until recently, but and she probably thought I couldn't handle it. Probably couldn't. I probably would have just cried like a baby when I saw that truck. But if y'all would have seen what he brought me out of, I'm laying up in a hospital bed, and this man walks into not in my room, he stood at the door like this, looking at me. He didn't know I saw him. So I said, hey, how you doing? He said, well, I can come in. I said, come on in. He looked down at me and said, you're not mad? I said, mad about what? He said, with God. Look at you. I said, when you came to my door, did I not see you? Did I not wave my hand and ask you to come in? So I'm still talking. And if they give me an opportunity, I'm going to get up out of this bed. Because I got to go preach. That man walked out of my room and I never saw him again until I see him up and down the street. And now he speaks to me. But I showed him something. When I was on the mountain in good health and everything was working fine, now I'm in the valley, I'm going to turn my back on him? Not so. Not so. I'm going to praise him in the good and the bad. Hallelujah. Praise his name. Because Yah Almighty is that good to us. All of us should be able to say what Job said in the first chapter of that book. Verse number 21, Job said, I came into this world naked from my mother's womb, and naked I'm going back. Y'all heard that? But blessed be the name of Almighty Yah. Somebody will lift your hand and say, blessed be the name of Almighty Yah. You know why? Because that's who blessed you. On the mountain and in the valley. He never left you. Know what he promised us? I will never leave you, nor will I forsake you. That's what he said, right? Now watch this. Looking at Hebrews chapter 12, verse number 9. He said, moreover, we indeed have fathers of our flesh disciplining us. And we gave respect to them. Because none of us didn't like them whippings. Shall we not much rather be subject to the Father of spirits and live? In other words, if he is chastising us, we must have done something to be chastised. He said, for mankind disciplines us for a few days as seem best to them. But our Father in heaven disciplines us for our profit, so that we might share his set apartness. In other words, he is grooming us to be like him. So we need to stop making excuses for not being like him. Because the scripture says when we see him, we will be like him. Is that the word? Yes. When we see him, we will be like him. I want you to know this today, that the process of becoming to look like him is right now. Hallelujah. Oh, Brother Isaac, what do you mean? He said, be you Kodesh, for I am Kodesh. That's holy. Then he said, be you perfect, for I am perfect. Then he said, pure, even as he is pure. You mean we can be pure, we can be Kodesh, we can be all of that? Yes. But churchianity taught us that we couldn't do none of that. Nobody can live perfect. Ain't no even sense in trying. Just come in and say, I'm sorry. Shake the pastor's hand and everything okay. That's a lie. If you commit a sin, you need to repent. That don't mean just saying I'm sorry. That means turning away from it, not going back to it. Can I get a witness? Now don't get me to start preaching Baptist up in here now, because I want you to hear what I'm saying. Y'all still hear me, don't you? He said, blessed is the name of Almighty Yah. And Job did not use anything from his own lips to curse Almighty Yah at all, no matter what that brother was going through. Hebrews is telling us our fathers chastise us for their own pleasure, but now the Father's chastising us for his own pleasure. We ought to be glad because his chastisement going to bring us to life eternal. Isn't that good news? Yes. And then it says in verse 11, and indeed no discipline seems pleasant when it's going on. It's grievous when it's going on. But afterward, it yields the peaceable fruit of righteousness to those that have been trained by it. My mama was a trainer. She had a whip. And she didn't miss you when she swung it. She trained us well. Hallelujah. See, parents today say, I ain't going to hit my child. Okay. I'm just going to stand them in the corner. Okay. You do that. But I heard the word say, if you spare the rod, you spoil the child. And if a child is spoiled, he's going to hurt you. In the long run, you're going to suffer with a spoiled child because they never want to leave away from the one who spoiled them. They become dependent children. Grown dependent children. Right now, I am a dependent child. Come on now. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Me too. I'm a dependent child. Because he chastised me. And instead of running from him, I run to him. Because I'm dependent on him. He supplies all my needs. So if he's going to chastise me. But just don't put me away from you. Come on, somebody. You understand what I'm saying? I want to be right there with him. And I want him to be with me. No matter what the cost. He, according to his word, is my keeper. For the word says, I am Yahweh your Elohim that keeps you. How many of y'all believe that? sometimes you ought to pray the prayer I pray. Father, keep me, because you are, according to your word, my keeper. Now, you're not reminding him. You're just standing on the principle of his word. You wrote in your book that you are my keeper. I'm standing on that. How many of y'all believe that? Watch this now, watch this. See, I know Sister Nova, she received this. When you sick, you say, according to your word, you said, you are Yahweh my Elohim that healeth me. Hello, somebody. Now, y'all can sit there if y'all want. If you ain't using this, it ain't my fault. He put that there for us to utilize. Hallelujah. He is my keeper. He is my healer. He's my father. He's my counselor. He's my high tower. He's my shield and my buckler. He's my shade when the sun gets too hot. He's my bread in the starving land. He's water when I'm thirsty. Hey, somebody. So when I'm down in the valley, it's all right. He's still with me. No matter how bad it gets. And this world that we're living in today is getting ready to get bad. Ain't no sense in trying to fool anybody. It's getting ready to get bad. Government already done shut down. Don't know when they're going to take that away. People already working and not getting paid. Social Security recipients getting ready to lose. It takes 2 years for it to affect the veterans. But it's coming. People on welfare are starting to feel it already. It's getting ready to get worse. So are you going to still be praising him? When valley time comes, are you going to still be there for him?
Yes, hallelujah.
Because valley time comes.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Deuteronomy chapter 8.
He's my life.
How many of y'all need him to guide you every day? Not just on the Sabbath. Every minute, every second, every hour of the day. I need thee. Oh, how I need thee. Deuteronomy chapter 8. In the Hebrew, that's Devarim. Chapter 8, looking at verse number 2, he says, and you will remember, listen at this now, and you will remember that Almighty Yah, your Elohim, led you all the way these 40 years
all the way.
in the wilderness. Why did he do that? To humble you, to prove you, to know what is in your heart, whether you keep his commandments or not. He did all of that to see if I'm going to be faithful to him. That's what he did. But remember, he never left you. He led you for 40 years. 40 years. He led you. Now, most of us haven't even been alive 40 years, but he led some of us for more than that. Isn't that right? 60, 70, 80 years. He led us. And he's leading you to his kingdom, if you will follow.